Hello everyone, my name is Kishan Agarwal and today I'm going to present my AAT Tech Talk video of business, economics and financial analysis. And my topic is time series analysis. So first of all, for as long as we have been recording data, time has been a crucial factor. In time series analysis, time is a significant variable of the data. Time series analysis helps us study our world and learn how we progress within it. In this video, I'm going to cover the following topics: definition of the time series analysis, why it is used with examples, and types of time series analysis, models and techniques, what are the books we can refer for that, and the time series analysis, and R. So what is time series analysis? Time series analysis is a specific way of analyzing a sequence of data points collected over an interval of time. In this time series analysis, analytics record data points at consistent intervals over a set of period of time rather than just recording the data points intermediately or randomly. So, however, this type of analysis is not merely the act of collecting data over time. So, what sets time series data apart from other data is that the analysis can show how variable changes over time. In other words, we can say that time is a crucial variable because it shows how the data adjusts over the course of the data points, as well as the final results. It provides an additional course of information and a set of order of dependencies between the data. So time series analysis typically refers a large number of data points to ensure consistency, reliability, and extensive data set ensures you have a representative sample size, and that analysis can cut through noisy data. It also ensures that any trend or pattern discovered are not outliers and can account for seasonal variance. Additionally, time series data can be used for forecasting, predicting future data based on historical data. So why organizations use time series data analysis? Different organizations use time series analysis. Weather forecasting department even use for time series data analysis to predict the weather. In a similar manner, time series analysis helps organization understand the underlying causes of trends or systematic patterns over time. Using data visualizations, business users can see seasonal trends and dig deeper into why these trends occur. With modern analysis platforms, the visualization can go far beyond the graphs. When organization analyze data over consistent interval, they can also use time series forecasting to predict the likelihood of future events. Time series forecasting is a part of predictive analysis. It can show likely changes in the data, likely seasonality, or the cyclic behavior, which provides a better understanding of data variables and helps forecast better. So why organization uses time data series or time series data analysis? Example. For example, Des Moines Public School analyzed 5 years of a student academic data to identify at-risk students and track progress over time. Today's technology allows us to collect massive amounts of data every day, and it's easier than ever to gather enough consistent data for comprehensive analysis. Not only in education field, in different fields, different organizations use time series analysis to get the current trends and to improve their product or the business. So let us see an example and understand what is time series analysis. So time series analysis is used for non-stationary data, things that are constantly fluctuating over time or are affected by time. Industries like finance, retail, and economics frequently use time series analysis because currency and sales are always changing. Stock market analysis is an excellent example of time series analysis in action, especially with automated trading algorithms. Likewise, time series analysis is ideal for forecasting weather changes, helping meteorological predict everything from tomorrow's weather report to future years of climate change. Examples of time series analysis in action include weather data, rainfall measurements, temperature readings, heat rate monitoring, brain monitoring, quarterly sales, stock prices, automated stock trading, industry forecasts, interest rates. These all are the different fields which includes time analysis, that is time series analysis, because these are fluctuating over a time or are affected by the time. These fields are affected by the time. Time series analysis types. Let us see what are the types of time series analysis. Because time series analysis includes many categories or variations of data, analysts sometimes must make complex models. However, analysis cannot account for all variances and they can't generalize a specific data or model to every sample. Therefore, models that are too complex or that try to do too many things can lead to a lack of fit. Lack of fit or overfitting models lead to those models not distinguishing between random errors and true relationships, leaving analysis skewed and forecast incorrect. So they should be very careful while designing the different variances and generalize a specific model. So models of time series analysis includes classification. So classification is what identifies and assigns categories to the data. So if we define a particular data in different category, so classification is must. Curve fitting. What is curve fitting? Plots that data along a curve to study the relationship of variables within the data. Descriptive analysis identifies patterns in time series data like trends, cycles, or seasonal variations. Explanative analysis attempts to understand the data and the relationships between it, as well as cause and effect. Exploratory analysis highlights the main characteristics of the time series data, usually in a visual format. Forecasting. What is forecasting? Predicting future data. This type is based on historical trends. It uses the historical data as a model for future data, predicting scenarios that could happen along future plot points. Intervention analysis studies how an event can change the data. Segmentation splits the data into segments to show the underlying properties of the source information. So these are different models we use for the time series analysis. It may be classification of different data into different categories, or it may be curve fitting. That is, if we draw a graph and understand the changing nature of the data. Descriptive analysis, it includes all the trends and cycles which we have already seen. And forecasting, we already know about weather forecasting, which is popularly seen like for day-to-day forecasting of weather. This shows the month order data using curve fitting. So let us see data classification. So time series data can be classified into two main categories: stock time series data, flow time series data. So what is stock time series data? Stock time series data means measuring attributes at certain point in time, like a static snapshot of the information as it was. Flow time series data means measuring the activity of the attributes over a certain period, which is generally part of the total whole and makes upon a portion of the results. Data variations. Before the data classification, data variations. So data can be varied in different due to different factors, that is functional analysis, trend analysis, or seasonal variations. So what is functional analysis? Analysis can pick out the patterns and relationships within the data to identify notably events. Trend analysis. What is trend analysis? Means determining consistent movement in a certain direction. There are two types of trends that may be deterministic, where we can find the underlying cause, and it may be stochastic, which is random or unexplainable, which happens sudden change. Seasonal variation. It may be due to seasons, change in season, describe events that occurs over a specific period of time or a regular intervals of time during the course of a year. Serial dependencies occur when the data points close together in time tend to be related. Seasonal variations we can see in temperature. Temperature is the best example for seasonal variations. Important considerations for time series analysis. So while time series data is data collected over time, there are different types of data that describes how and when that time data was recorded. For example, time series data is that is recorded over consistent intervals of time. Cross-sectional data consists of several variables recorded at the same time, whereas pooled data is a combination of both time series data, which is recorded over consistent interval of time, and cross-sectional data, which is the collection of several variables recorded at the same time. So these are all the considerations we make while applying time series analysis. Time series analysis models and techniques. Box Jenkins Armia model. This is a famous model. These univariate models are used to better understand a single time dependent variable such as temperature over time and to predict future data points of variables. These models work on the assumption that the data is stationary. That is, analytics have to account for and remove as many differences as seasonalities in past data as they can. Thankfully, the ARIMA model includes the term to account for moving averages, seasonal differences, operators, and autoregressive terms within the model. Next is Box-Jenkins multivariate model. What is multivariate model? Means it is used to analyze more than one time dependent variable such as temperature, humidity over time. Holt-Winter method or model. The Holt-Winter method is an exponential smoothing technique. It is designed to predict outcomes provided that the data points include seasonality. These are the different models and techniques to time series analysis. First one can change a single time dependent variable, that is ARIMA model. Multivariate model can have more than one time dependent variable such as temperature and humidity. So what are the books about time series analysis? Time series analysis is a new study. Despite technology making it easier to access, many of the recommended texts teaching the subject's fundamental theories and practices have been around for several decades, and the methods itself is even older than that. We have been using time series analysis for thousands of years, all the way back to the ancient studies of planetary movement and navigation. Time series analysis is also applied in ancient studies for the planetary models. Because of these, there are thousands of books about the study, and some are old and outdated. As such, we created a list of the top books about the time series analysis. These are the mixed textbooks that references, guides, and goods for beginner through the experts. So time series analysis and R. What is R? R is a programming language, open source programming language, and environment R can complete common time series analysis function such as plotting with just a keystrokes. More complex functions involve finding seasonal values of irregularities. Time series analysis in Python is also popular for finding trends and forecasting. It has become easier by using R programming language for time series analysis. Thank you.